Alright, Shalom, y'all. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim out there spreading this truth like wildfire. Shalom. Hold on, slack you. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners who look like the other nations, but their spirit bears witness that they're the children of Yahweh Shem Shai. And shalom to the real sisters today. Shalom to the real sisters. Today, did I say shalom? Shalom to Israelite foreigners that look like the other nations, but the spirit bears witness that they're the children of Yahweh Shem Shai. I say it just in case I didn't. No. And shalom to the real sisters out there. Alright, today, I titled this live, "The Zombie Apocalypse is Already Here." You know, I'm gonna show y'all why I say that. I'm gonna show y'all why I say that. The word zombie, word apocalypse. Apocalypse is a disclosure or revelation of something of great knowledge. In religious and occult concepts, an apocalypse usually discloses something very important that was hidden, or provides what Ehrman has termed a vision of heavenly secrets that can make sense of earthly realities. And apocalypse etymology, basically, it goes back to the Greek apocalyptine, from apocalyptine or apocalyptine, meaning uncover, reveal. From apple and calyptine. It's a combination word. And, reason why I titled it that way is because, it implies something being revealed, something being revealed, so people waking up, people waking up. These zombies, who are the zombies? I'm gonna go into it, because the Bible actually tells you who these zombies are. I'm gonna show you who the zombies are that I'm referring to. Start off in Ezekiel 37, verse 1. The hand of Yahweh was upon me, and carried me out in the spirit of Yahweh, and set by Hashem Yahushai, and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones. Verse 2, and caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. And he said unto me, verse 3, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord power, Yahweh thou knowest. Yahweh Shimei thou knowest. Verse 4, again he said unto me, prophesy unto these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of Yahweh Shai. Verse 5, thus saith Yahweh Shai unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. Verse 6, and I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh Shai. Verse 7, so I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. Verse 8, and when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. There was no breath in them. In verse 9, and he said unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith the Lord power Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, come from the winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain that they may live. And so I prophesied and commanded as he commanded me, and the breath came unto them, and they lived, and stood up on their feet, an exceeding great army. Now who are these bones that are spoken of here in Ezekiel chapter, in these verses of Ezekiel? Who are these bones? Because who are these bones? Who are these bones? I'm gonna get into it right now. Verse 11, and he said unto me, Son of man, these bones of the whole house of Israel, behold, they say, our bones are dried, and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts. Verse 12, therefore prophesy and say unto them, thus saith the Lord power Yahweh, behold, O my people, I will open your graves, and cause you to come up out of your graves, and bring you into the land of Israel. Verse 13, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh, when I have opened your graves, O my people, and I have brought you out of your graves. Verse 14, and shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land, and ye shall know that I, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, spoken it and performed it, say Yahweh. Verse 15, the word of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai came again to me, saying, okay, so basically, Ezekiel 37, these 14 verses in Ezekiel 37, what do they sound like? What do they sound like, They sound like a zombie apocalypse, right? Sound like a zombie apocalypse. Can these dead bones live? Can these dead bones live? And then he told Ezekiel to prophesy to the bones. Just like he told them to prophesy to the bones, that's what the prophets have been doing out there, prophesying to these dead bones, that they may live. You know, these dead bones, Yasharallah. So, you know, because our Yasharallah has been dead. I mean, Yasharallah has been, you know, dried up and dead. The 12 tribes of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners and speckled birds have been dead in this place and around the world, but especially here in America. You know, and there's a precept to what I just read in Revelation chapter 11. Also about, also, you know, if you read it, you know, it would be like, oh, that's a zombie apocalypse if you didn't read the rest of Revelation 11. But in a way, you know, it is, you know. I'm gonna bring it out. Revelation 11 verse 8, and they're dead, verse 7. And when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascended out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them, and shall overcome them, and kill them. Verse 8, and their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom in Egypt, where also our Lord Yahushua was crucified. You know, in Yahushua, you know, that's the real name of who y'all ignorantly know as Jesus. If you're a zombie and you're just waking up and seeing this, and you're just hearing this wake up call, that's his real name, and the Father's name is Yahweh. Those are their true names in the ancient, original Paleo Hebrew. Verse 8, and their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom, and Egypt. I read that one, where he was crucified. Verse 9, and they of the people, and kindreds, and tongues, and nations, shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. Now that symbolizes, because it's not always, when the Bible mentions a specific time like a day, doesn't always literally mean a day. You know, sometimes it can even mean 1,000 years, as shown in I believe in either 1st or 2nd Peter. 1,000 years is as 1,000 years is as a day, and a day is as 1,000 years, which I believe it's in either in 2nd or 3rd Peter. Yeah, I believe that's in 2nd Peter 3 verse 6. Beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is what Yahweh Shem Yahushai is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is one day. So to the Most High Yahweh and to His Son Yahushai, it's one day can mean 1,000 years. So three days and a half, in this case, each day, 100 years. Shalom Akia, Yahweh Shem Yahushai Barakatah. The zombie apocalypse, aka the Great Awakening, is already here. In Ezekiel chapter 37. those zombies are waking up. And the two witnesses, that's precept to that, con. You know, yeah. Each 100 day, so each Salaka, each day, you know, represent 100 years. So 300 years and then a half. About 350 years, then Jake started waking up. All 12 tribes were like complaining. They started waking up. But they did not suffer to our dead bodies to be put in graves. Verse 10, and they that dwell upon earth shall rejoice over them, and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwelled on earth. Two prophets, two messengers, you know, our people, you know, made to be the spokesman, made to be basically who the nations would see, you know, yeah, that's the Most High. That's how, you know, the monument Zion, it's Yasharallah, the 12 tribes, the two kingdoms. And these two prophets, the northern and southern kingdom, did put hell on the heathen nations during the kingdoms of David and Solomon. And in separate moments, like there was different kings that did that too, like, and during the Maccabees as well. That was another example of that. You had northern tribes as well, you know, they thing, but we tormented the heathens, so they rejoiced over us and sent each other gifts. Slaves, no more. Us as slaves. Memorial, basically like postcards and shit of our lynchings and shit. That's an example of that too. Verse 11 though, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Oh shit, the zombie apocalypse. You know, great fear fell upon them, these heathens. And you wonder why these Esau makes movies about a zombie apocalypse. It's talking about our people waking up out of this dead state. And Esau is shook. Verse 12, and they heard a great voice from heaven, saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in the cloud, and their enemies beheld them. So what's going to result out of this zombie apocalypse? Out of us waking up, because we was all zombies. We was all zombies. We was all one of them dead bones. Ezekiel 37, the valley of dry bones. And what happened? There was Jake has become, well, 1/3 of Jake. We'll go into that, you know. Not all the zombies are dry bones. 1/3 of them are they're that exceedingly great army. Oh, I killed a car, man. Always be going in. But Khan, that resulted them dry bones that had no hope. That had no hope, according to verse 11. Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, our bones are dried, and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts. You know, that has been Jake in America, Babylon, and throughout the world. No hope. No one shall buy you. No one shall bail you out. No man shall bail you out. Save you, redeem you. You know, we had our the so-called black messiahs that came around. The leaders. Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey. MLK, was a false leader for people, but was looked at as a leader. Tupac, Transpac as well. Him too. Even nowadays, you have the leaders of BLM. Which one of them is an admitted witch. And you have people that can't help us. Leaders, no man shall buy you. That also redeem you. Hey, Grandmaster J shall not redeem you. Shall not save you. So none of the NFAC, none of these movements, because all of these are of men. The Black Panthers, all that was of men. All these, even when we kind of was in our right mind, well, some of us, was that one slave that led a slave revolt and was basically fucking up Edomites. That one slave, his name is, it should not escape me. Oh, Denmark Vesey, one of them. Another one, Nat Turner. Esau really hated him. And no man shall buy you. Yahweh Shem Yahushai was not working with our people. He was not dealing with Yasharallah. Otherwise, he would have been successful. If that was the way that it would happen. Hey, the Levites tried to come over here after they rebelled. They tried to come over here and free Jake. It wasn't meant to be. Even Northern Kingdom leaders, Geronimo. You had leaders of Issachar. You had that one Issacharite leader. I don't know, Southern Mexico, could be Zebulon. Emiliano Zapata, the one Issacharite leader. You got him. He wasn't able to help you Jakes. No man shall buy you. Your independent movements. What happened? You're still under those Spanish terror babies. They're still your elites. All these movements. No man shall buy you. Even the ones that were sincere, they were infiltrated. They were put down. Shit, there's many examples. Israelite foreigners have examples too. What was the mafia? Sicilian mafia created to fight oppression. How did that work out? Irish mob, they had their movements among the Irish too. How did that work out? No man shall buy you, meaning redeem you. So, there you go. Our hope has been lost. Our bones have been dried. We haven't cut off our parts. Dry bones. Languishing. Judah languishing. All that goes back to that point. That's what I'm saying. So, we are those dry bones. And we are those two witnesses. Two witnesses to what Yahweh Shem Yahushai has done. The power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. What he's done for us in the past. That name, the powerful name. Our people. Yahweh Shem Yahushai, was given to our people. Not to Esau, not to Ham, not to Moab, none of them. But that standing army, That's why great fear fell upon them which saw them. That's why they are so shook. And then 12, hey, the zombies, they're not only going to be woken back up, they're going to be delivered. They're going to be delivered, man. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in the cloud, and their enemies beheld them. They ascended up to heaven in a cloud. He maketh this cloud his chariot. He's going to deliver us. He's going to deliver us. And in that same hour, verse 13, there was a great earthquake. That's when Babylon falls. When 10 part of the city fell, and in the earthquake was slain the men, 7,000. The remnant were affrighted. Gave glory to the God of heaven, power of heaven. The remnant were affrighted and gave glory. So what I was saying, that not all the zombies are gonna be woken back up. You have something called the congregation of the dead. Congregation of the dead. And that's Proverbs 21. Get it? Proverbs 21 verse 16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Meaning the 2/3 and those that fall out of the truth. They will remain straight from. You even have on waking up the zombie through the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Of course, gotta give all credit. But you even have a movie called World War Z. It shows you that Esau knows. He puts it right in the movies. You have this World War Z. Because at the same time, as the zombies waking up, it's a World War. World War gonna happen at the end of this. Actually, at the end of the zombies, when all the zombies are woken up, that's when war is coming. And also Esau is gonna go to war against the awakened zombies, as well as you 2/3, just gonna get rid of y'all. Gonna basically put you out of your misery. You don't have the breath of life. But really, he's aiming at the elect, the 1/3, those he can't get. It's World War Z. You see in the movie, the UN, for those of y'all that haven't seen it, the UN is deployed to suppress the zombie apocalypse. Esau coming in with them Gurkha troops, them blue helmets. That's what that symbolizes right there. In fact, if you ain't seen, most people have seen this movie. I believe I have even seen it. Basically it's all hell breaking loose because the zombies woke up, and they call the UN in, and the UN is just gunning down zombies and shit. That Esau, that's actually Esau's threat to the elect. We're gonna shoot you dead. We're gonna kill you. You wake up. And that's of course that flood. The blue helmets. The blue helmets, the flood, water, blue helmets. Verse Isaiah 59, verse 19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai shall lift up a standard against them. Because these awakened zombies, they're gonna be given the standard. They're gonna be given those spiritual powers. Verse 20, and the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and on them that turn from transgression. And Jacob, saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So the elect are going to be given spiritual powers. The elect are going to be that standard to stand against the flood. That, it's like a wall. A wall, a levee, right? A levee holds back a flood. It's comparable to that. Except this one ain't going to break. It's going to hold it back. Esau, going to hold these blue helmets back. And Amos 9:11 goes into this as well. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. As in the days of old. How is the house of David built in the days of old? There was foot being put up heathens' asses. That's how it was built. Nowadays, with Esau's technology, Esau got that sword, that's what we're gonna need, spiritual powers. Hey, these zombies, not only gonna wake up, they gonna tear shit up too. They gonna tear shit up. We're called zombies, we're called apes. Planet of the Apes. That's about Jake too. Verse 12, that they may possess the remnant of Edom, and of all the heathen, which are called by my name, saith Yahweh Hashem outside to do with this. Notice that Edom is the first one mentioned. And Edom is the most shook. Hollywood is run by who? The so-called Jews. Amalek. And they pump out a lot of zombie movies. Call of Duty, I believe you have a zombie part where you just shoot zombies. Predictive programming. Get you, and there's a lot of, it's Jakes that play that game as well, of course. And there's Jakes and Edomites that play that game, but it deals with Esau's blessing, the sword. It shows you that flood that's coming. And there is going to be Jakes that are part of Esau's flood. Two-third Jakes. Those zombies that they ain't got the spirit of life in them. Yeah. Verse 13, going into more detail of why these devils are so shook. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes him that sows seed. So the plowman, those that have been our wages have been either held back by fraud or as a people, we the plowmen, or get put in a bag with holes. And the treader of grapes, him that sows seed, and the mountains shall. So you could just visualize, an Ishkarites out there in the fields, the plowman, the treader of grapes out there out there. You know, in Cali, they got a bunch of, visualize Ishkite in Cali, working them fields. As an example of that. Or Judah working these jobs, who's reaping the benefits of Jake's labor, Esau, Edom, whether it's a physical, grunt work, right? Whether it's that, requires your muscles, or it's mental work, the shit that Jake invents, the music, the technology, the different inventions, culture, Jake made this place great. Trump wants to talk about make America great again. Well, who made America great in the first place? Israel. Without Israel, America wouldn't be shit. Those colonists, those Edomite colonists that arrived in Virginia and arrived in Massachusetts couldn't even fucking farm. They was starving. America wouldn't have been shit without Gad showing Esau how to farm. Again, but according to these same devils, Gad is a savage, they're shameless, of course. Of course, they make no account of our labors, but they do reap the benefits. And the treader of grapes, him that sows seed, and the mountain shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. So, yeah, the plowman, the treader of grapes, the one who do all the work, maintain this country, they're going to overtake the reaper, the CEOs, the execs, those types. Reap the benefits, but pay you shit, or hold back your wages by fraud. Pay you every 2 weeks in most places. The fuck? I heard my mom call me. I don't know. She did, I'll hear her again. I'll let y'all know if there's an interruption. These Edomites, the privileged, they are not plagued as other men. And that includes the Israelite foreigners that look like Edomites and heathens. Y'all are the plowmen as well. Y'all are the plowmen. Y'all ain't the reaper. Y'all ain't the reaper. Y'all don't have real so-called white privilege, or even the kind of privilege that these other heathens have. Because y'all are Jakes. Y'all are Israelites. And even these heathens, they benefit. They're the reaper. He's Jake. Hey, there's Jakes that, like in Cali, these restaurants that you think, Mexican restaurants that you think run by Ishkar, but you go, but it's managed by a Moabite. For example, this company is owned by Ishmael. I have there's a brother of mine, Man of Valor, San Antonio Camp. He used to work for a company that was run by Ishmaelites. They were proud as fuck flexing their authority, flexing their privilege they have against Jake. They have on Jake, and they're truly proud. These heathens are proud and need to be put in their place, and they're gonna be. Oh, my live chat is offline. Thanks, Esau. I knew you was gonna do that anyways. You don't like the zombies waking up. Because that means your downfall. And that's why you're moving. Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, but nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Verse 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and shall not find it. You know? Run to and fro. A famine, not a famine of bread, not a thirst of water. You know, showing that these, you know, the congregation of the dead, those that remain in the congregation of the dead, those dry bones, that's, you know, still them. Verse 13, in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. Dry, cut off further parts. Because you know why? Because they didn't get this living water. This living water, they didn't get it. This fountain of living water while they still could. So now it's dried up. Shalom Akwat. Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Barakatah. You know, the zombie apocalypse, the great awakening. The great awakening of the dry bones of Ezekiel 37 is here. And that's why Esau is so shook. That's it. Jake, 2/3 of Israel, are forming that exceedingly great army. That exceedingly great army, that the two witnesses that got Esau shook. You know, Amos 9:11. Amos 9:11, but no emergency number to call for that. You know. Hey, even that 9/11 shit, you know, it's a fucking mockery. We're gonna call 9/11. And then even that event that they named it after. September 11th. The two towers being blown up, controlled demolition. And then the Solomon Tower was hit. The Solomon building. And the Solomon building was demolished as well. That was a straight mockery of Jake. Amos, that was a mockery of Amos 9:11. You know, because these people, they threw down. You know, Chief has brought that out too, and these people, they threw down, man. They was living it up while we have been in captivity. Esau has been living it up. The heathens have been living it up, mocking us, sending each other postcards of lynchings, sending each other fucking trinkets of us and shit, fucking parts of Jake, fucking clothes, shoes, hats, purses made out of skin of Jake. You know, they've been doing that shit, but now, you know, now it's payback time. The zombies are waking up. Jake is waking up, you know. Payback, you know. Like that song. Like, there's a song called Big Payback. And it's now that time. You know, I believe it's by the OJs. The Big Payback. I believe so. James Brown, Slovakia. The OJs goes into backstabbers, which these Edomites are a bunch of backstabbers. Yeah, James Brown, that song Payback. It's about ultimately, you know, paying back these devils, paying back these heathens, fucking us over. You know, all of y'all, you know, all of y'all, starting with Esau. Esau is number one on the hit list. You know, this new zombie army. You know, UN troops that you're gonna call over here. Your Gurkha troops ain't gonna stop shit. World War Z, y'all gonna lose World War Z. The world is gonna be, the kingdom, the dominion of the world is gonna be given to those you call zombies, those you call apes. You know, the planet of the apes, planet of the jakes. And you devils, being the real apes, the real cave apes, are gonna be y'all are shaved apes, but y'all, you know, it's gonna change. Y'all are gonna be the ones in the lowest state. The ones y'all ain't gonna have a grave. We're not gonna suffer to put your bodies in graves. We are gonna tell you you're Edomites, though. And that symbolizes you not telling us what the fuck we was. You told us we was a bunch of bywords. Proverbs and bywords, so-called black people. You know, before that, it was African American, speaking of the tribe of Judah. It was Negro before that. And then before, just the fucking, also the N-word too, just the hard N-word. You know? And then, Latinos, before that, Hispanics. Before that, they call Northern Kingdom spigs and shit. They call Mexicans wetbacks and shit. Or even Mexicans. They just say Mexicans. You know, and other tribes, you know, call them spigs and shit. Call them, you know, different Israelite foreigners. Well, the Gadites, you know, you'd call them Indians. Which means savages. And you would call them savages as well. You know, the speckled birds, you call them different bywords. You call them mix and shit for the Irish. You know, the Irish are dirty, drunk, lazy, even though they was hard working. You know, you always call Jake lazy, making no account of our labors. Called us lazy, called us violent, mix and shit. You know, same thing for the Sicilians, which for those Italians coming over here, you know, to escape the curses in Italy and still getting them. You know, there's many examples, man. Many examples is why some so-called white people, you know, actually catch hell with the rest of Jake, because they are Jake. Why some so-called Chinese, you know, catch hell with the rest of Jake, because they are Jake. You know, and you call them bywords too, man. And also the heathen as well participate in this. With Esau, you do the most. You know, you have a hell of bywords. You know, for Jake, the most for Judah. The most bywords are for Judah. You know, the other tribes, you know, you have them for them as well. Because you had to invent bywords. You had to come up with bywords for us. Keep the zombies asleep. You know, that covering cast. So we would start thinking of ourselves as that, and not as Israelites. It was really not only a tactic of demonization, but y'all oppressed the man in his heritage. Meaning our identity, you know, calling yourselves white, you know, calling yourselves the Jews, the Christians, and that's our people. Christians is Hamashiachim. They oppress a man and his heritage. He'll oppress a man in his heritage. That's Micah 2 verse 2. Even a man in his heritage. Micah 2 verse 2. You know. Now we gonna, let me get that real quick. Micah 2 verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. And they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. So, you know, so therefore thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, behold, against this family you are devising evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. You know, with the zombies waking up, you know, you're on this evil times that come with that, and you understand that. You understand that means your downfall. You know, that's why you do what you do. That's why you have that covering cast. But guess what's happening to that covering cast that's been put over our people? You know, it's being where let me get it, that covering cast. That covering cast. You know, you think of it, you know, well, it's supposed to keep us asleep, right? That covering cast was meant to keep us asleep, keep us in a dead state of mind. But Isaiah 25 verse 7 say, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. Because he did that, he spread this veil over all nations. Why? You know, because Israel is scattered among all nations. And this is all a plot by you devils and the heathen. You know, because the heathen understood that. The heathen didn't say nothing. Oh no, we're Moabites, for example. The Chinese didn't say that shit. Why? Because they was a part of that Psalms 83 confederacy, headed up by none other than you devil as well. Because Yasharallah is scattered among all nations, according to the curses of Deuteronomy 28. And they look like all nations. Primarily like, you know what I mean, primarily like the 12 tribe, like the people in the 12 tribe chart, but also they are scattered among all nations. You know, according to Deuteronomy 28 verse 64, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. You know, our people in that dead state of mind, serving other gods. No wonder we ain't had hope. Verse 65, and among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. So even though we've been in this dead state of mind, we haven't had rest. Actually, the opposite. But Yahweh Shem Yahushai shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind. Failing of eyes, you know, could partly go into, you know, we ain't got the eye. You know, we've been basically the whole time, you know, we've haven't been able to see the truth for a while until our eyes were opened. But also other things as well, you know, like bad eyesight. You know, our people having that bad. A lot of people have among our nation, you know, being hit with that bad eyesight. But it's symbolic as well. Our people not being able to see why we were catching hell. Why were we catching hell? And that, even though we looked different, we were the same people. Our people haven't. Our people thought we was strangers. Our people saw each other as strangers. Why? Because of that covering cast. A so-called. That's why you'd have a so-called black man, magnify themselves against so-called Latino and Native and vice versa, and the Israelite foreigner against a so-called black man or against a so-called Latino and vice versa, because we thought of ourselves as strangers. See, these covering casts, that you put, it was a way, it was the curses. It's the way that you furthered the curses. There's a way that, and one of them being verse 54, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children which he shall leave. Y'all furthered that curse. Y'all took full advantage. As bad as it was, y'all took full advantage, man. Y'all basically poured gasoline on that fire. As well as man versus woman versus man. Jake and Eve, evil eye toward each other. Both their eyes evil towards their children, and vice versa. The children growing up to be what? Menstruous women raising what? Raising what? Monsters. Children growing up to be that way towards their parents, as well as towards each other. No love of self. No love of self, because our people really started to believe that they're inferior. So they started acting in an inferior way. That's what a degenerate is. You look at the meaning of degenerate, and the definition, definition 1, having lost the physical, mental, or moral capabilities. Hold up. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. I haven't lost. It goes back to what I was doing. I haven't lost the physical, mental, or moral qualities considered normal and desirable, showing evidence of decline. Our people, that's totally scriptural, and you helped further that, Esau. You helped. You did your best. You put in your best effort. Your best effort. Wherever Israel was lacking in, you made sure they lacked even more. If we was bad, we'd be worse off. Which is why we are spoken of, our people are spoken of as a degenerate vine. A degenerate vine unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Yeah. Jeremiah 2 verse 21. Jeremiah 2 verse 21. Yeah, I had planted thee a noble vine, wholly a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? Yahweh looking down on our people, being like, what happened? He know what happened, but basically he's like, damn, y'all done fell off. What happened, Jake? And Esau, when we fell off, you pushed us down further. You know, promoting that shit in our music, promoting that shit in our education, that the movements that you push, or so-called to help our people. You know, yeah, that's what you say, or really to destroy them. You know, falling from primitive or natural excellence. You know, this definition out of AV 1611. You know, low, base, mean, corrupt, fallen from primitive or natural excellence. Yeah, that's one. Having lost the good qualities of the species, you know, or of a nation. To become worse, to decay in good qualities, to pass from a bad or a worse state, a low estate. Who fell, the angels who fell from that low estate, it tells you who they are. No, it's not some fucking giant like it's not some seed of a celestial angel with the human woman. No, that's not what it's talking about here. You know, those of y'all that believe in the book of Enoch, man. You know, you bugging. You know, that's that. You tripping, man. You bugging. That's not what it's talking about here. When it talks about those angels, you know, in Jude chapter 1 verse 6, and the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he had reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day. Great day of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's not talking about that, you know, some science fiction type shit, you know. Yeah, it's not talking about that, you know. That's you know, it's talking about, you know, let's get real here. It's talking about Israelites who are the sons of God. They're spoken of as that, you know. Let's get scriptural here. For ye are gods, you know, and tells you that in Psalms. Even Yahushai quotes it. For ye are gods. There you go. There you go. Psalm 82 verse 6. Psalm 82 verse 6, you know. You know, meaning powers. Psalm 82 verse 6. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. You know, children of the Most High, there you go. There you go. Yasharallah, princes of the power, it's in the name. You know, but what has happened in this place? Verse 7. But ye shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes. Fall like one of the princes. There you go. It's plain. It tells you right there, man. You know, get out of that bugged out state of mind. You know, some of y'all being, you know, you're reading too much of that book of Enoch. You know, think it's the real book of Enoch. No, it's not. It's forgery, and it contradicts the Bible. Angels, celestial angels, you know, they can't reproduce. So, hey, man, hey, case closed, man. It's talking about Yasharallah, how our people fell from how he was in the King David and Solomon era to now, you know, degeneracy. Now, from Israelites, from princes of the power, from daughters of Zion, to what? To real niggas, bad bitches, and vatos locos. What a fall. What a fall. What a fall. But you devils, your fall is going to be even harder. You think our fall was great, and it was. Yours is going to be even harder. You're going to fall below where we are right now. That's going to be compared to heaven for y'all. You'd probably at that point give anything to be in the hood. To have an Edomite hood. You'd give anything at that point. Because this is where you're going to be at. Isaiah 14 verse 19. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden underfoot. And this speaking of Lucifer, who is called a man. In verse 16, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? What man? The man of sin, the wicked, the man of perdition. That wicked spoken of in Malachi and in other parts of the Bible. Malachi. Get Malachi. Hey, Malachi, Ezra mentions that Malachi was also called an angel. He was a messenger. That's what the word means. Malachi 1 verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished. But we were, even verse 3, let me start there. Verse 3. No, verse 2. I have loved you, saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith Yahweh, yet I love Jacob. He didn't love these devils. Okay, and I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Verse 4, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will sow the dragons of the wilderness, heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Verse 4, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the Lord of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh Hashem Yahushai have indignation forever. The wicked who is thy sword. Wicked who is thy sword, and he did slay us. He did pursue his brother with the sword. Arise, Psalm 17 verse 13. Arise, O Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Disappoint him. Cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, From men who are thy hand, O Yahweh. For men of the world, which have their portion in this life, and which belly thou fills with thy hid treasure. Fatness of the earth, right? They are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babies. That sound like what? Really, they say white privilege, but there's no such thing as white people. And they're saying the skin color thing. So really, what? Edomite privilege. Edomite privilege. Even though most Edomites do have that appearance, do have, look close to their ancestors' appearance, being the first so-called white man. He would be called that today. He'd be called white today if he's walking the earth. He is walking the earth, actually. everybody come back. And he's known as being white or Jewish. Most Edomites do look like that, but you have tares among Jake, among deceptively wicked. you look at them and think they're your brother, but no, not. Like, think again. You know, not all skin folk is kinfolk, right? And you have the opposite. You have Jake among, you have our people that's among them. Israelite foreigners look like straight Edomites, look like straight heathens, but they're not. You know, that's the how the Most High Yahweh works. He's a man of war. It's a Trojan horse. You know, you have a brother in our camp, in Men of Valor, an elder, and he looked, Elder Shamar, man. You know who I'm talking about. He looked like Esau. He looked like straight Edomite. You know, if you didn't know he was in the truth, you saw him walking, you didn't see him at camp, right? You just saw him out there. You know, matter of fact, if you walk by one of these carnal camps, you know, hey, you know, I'm going off subject. I know I'll be going off subject and shit. The whole point is that I was going into the tares and I went to the Israelite foreigners. I'll be going off subject. Hey, like Chief be going off subject. That's how I be doing it. But you know, if you would think he was a so-called white man, if you didn't know better, if he was carnally minded, you'd think he was an Edomite. Those who are spiritually minded, spiritual man, judges all things. But let me get to that. Let me get to that, cause I be going on. Hey, basically, yeah, the wicked, you know, who did pursue us with the sword. You know, I be going off subject, going on tangent. You know, when I go off subject, y'all be like, what? I thought he was gonna talk. The lesson was gonna be about this subject. The title says this. Why is he talking about Israelite foreigners? I don't know. Why is he talking about tares and Israelite foreigners? Sometimes, you know, it is written that spirit, you know, the spirit is like, basically like the wind, right? It's like the wind is not restrained to a box. You know, I don't know, either that or it annoys people. It annoys people sometimes, but things gotta be addressed. But yeah, let me get to Obadiah, you know. Can't get too off subject at the same time. You know, gotta stick to the scripts. When I do, gotta stick to the scripts, but you know. Sometimes, yeah. You know, the Spirit will have you go into different things. Even in one lesson. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to what I was, man. Alright, we have alright, I was talking about because he did pursue the Amos is what I'm thinking of. It's a verse in Amos. And Amos 1 verse 11, thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity. And his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. You know, he kept his wrath against Jake forever. Pursued his brother with the sword. That's what these devils have been doing. The whole world pursuing us with the sword. And he's going to do it again. Esau, Edomites, you know, they're talking about race wars. Already talking about a race war. Cause why, these devils see their kingdom falling. And so they're getting ready to resort back to their old ways. Their old, their old ways, They're getting ready. They're going back to king mode, we're done playing nice with these niggas. Let's let loose on them. I wanna kill some niggas. That's how they are. I wanna kill some niggas. That's how Esau is, man. Esau wants to go Cain mode on you Jakes again. Wants to use his sword on you Jakes. They could come out, these militiamen, they're getting ready. These Proud Boys. They're ready, man. They're ready. They're ready once if Biden gets in there, man, they're ready. Ready to unleash on you Jakes, Ready to stop the zombie apocalypse. Like I be going in. Even you 2/3, man, because you 2/3 are gonna get roused up. But you ain't gonna have that spirit of life on you. You ain't gonna have this full truth. But out verse 12, but I will send the fire upon Teman, which will devour the palaces of Basra. Oh, Shalom Ak Khan Yabashim Yashai Barakatah. Can't wait until Yahweh will lift his standard and we take. Hey man, I hope to be one of them that have, it's enough being the elect, the 1/3. It's enough, just making on that, seeing Yahweh in person like that, being with them in person. It's gonna be amazing. Seeing King David, being with King David in person, and of course the other Akim. And the 1/3 multitude, women and children, all our people gathered together like that. In the chariots with the angels. It's gonna be amazing. But hey, it would be amazing. Would be some if I was one of those men that had spiritual powers, was jacking up Esau, That'd be the icing on top of the icing on the cake. That'd be the sprinkles on there. Really. I have spiritual powers, put my be fucking up these devils out here. Be the sprinkles on top, The icing and the cake is good enough. It's being delivered. Seeing Yahweh for myself. The angels, the kings, King David, Probably gonna have other righteous kings that are there, of our people. The apostles, all that, being in a chariot, glorified bodies. It's gonna be already, already pretty lit. It's already gonna be popping, already, man. That's enough. That's enough right there. Being delivered. Even if I be the last one on the chariot. I get to see these devil downfall right when I'm going up. The nuke hit. This bitch right here, and I'll fucking get up right when it hit. Get beamed up right when I hit. No, that'd be crazy. It's gonna be a scary, joyful time at the same time. Say I get y'all right this I get beamed up. I get beamed up, right when the nuke hits, right when that fire about to hit where I'm at. Boom. If you come with, Khan. It's looking clearer and clearer who's the elect. Really, we gonna find out. We're gonna find out when Esau rules. Expect blessing. Khan, that's true. Have faith. Have faith. Have faith that you the elect. Have faith. That's what makes you keep trying. Yeah, probably, Khan. Probably you right, you're right. Everything like gold. Oh, that brother Paul. Oh, I think I did watch a video on that brother Paul. Oh. I did watch a video on him, on Palau, Palau's dream about, I believe, gold, or, oh, you had dreams of flying, and you've seen the aura of the new Jake, of the new Jakes, or the aura. Hey, the kingdom's gonna be amazing. New Jerusalem is gonna be amazing. The city. The golden city, New Jerusalem. Streets of gold. Cruising down the streets of gold. Walking down them streets of gold. Chariots instead of cars. Hey, the kingdom is gonna be pretty lit. Way better than what we have in America, that's for sure. Even way better than Solomon's kingdom was. Solomon's kingdom was tight. The kingdom is gonna be even better. Solomon's kingdom was like a little spoonful, or like a little taste of the kingdom. But the kingdom is gonna be on point, man. It's gonna be chariots decked out, our bodies decked out, garments decked out, our crib, we gonna have palaces instead of little cribs, no afflictions, perfect body, women, way more than what we have today. Women in order, not wilding out on us. Our sons and daughters, many of them, and in order. Everything in order. The animals ain't even gonna be. Ain't even gonna a con, in the spirit world everything is in order, but as is in heaven, it's gonna be on earth. Peace, just pure peace. Rest. Rest, man. Finally. Hey, God, the trees will grow to the clouds again. God, these trees, man, they'll barely grow, man. These trees over here, man, they're gonna be like little shrubs compared to the trees in the kingdom. Hey, they're gonna be like weeds. They're gonna be like weeds. Hey, it's gonna be amazing. Trees all the way up to the sky, Hey, the beasts of the field, they ain't even gonna come against us. A tree so massive, it got full rivers on the branches. Hey, man, just so rich. Everything rich. Full rivers, instead of just drops of dew. Full rivers. Hey, that's amazing right there. It's amazing. Oh, America's just gonna be a bad dream in the kingdom. Like, it was just a dream. It was just a nightmare. Wine will flow. Hey, it's written. It's written. The mountains shall drop new wine. It's written. It's literally It is written that's going to happen. You know, Amos chapter 9, verse 13. Literal wine. All the hills shall melt, man. Man, hey, I'm going to read it. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Shem Shai, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes him that sows seed, and the mountain shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. You know, sweet wine, you know, not the shit they have today. You know, even better than that Rothschild wine, that Mogan David. Even better than that. That's gonna be nothing. That's gonna be like getting cheap beer off the from the convenience store, you know, from the Arabian store. It's gonna be like compared to that, you know, the way the wine gonna be in the kingdom. Wine gonna get you actually lit, you know, quick. The wine, you know, it's gonna actually make you feel good. Hey, the best part of this, our kingdom is only for Israel exclusively, you know. Esau, you can't even get inside the club, you know. Why you hating from outside the club, Esau? Even the heathens, you know. Even the heathens, you know, they're gonna build up this kingdom. Esau gonna build up this kingdom. The heathens are gonna be on the outside. Anyway, even the heathen, our regular heathens, not Esau, the regular heathens are gonna be better off. They're gonna be at peace. But you know, that's them. That's the heathens. That's concerning them. They on 1,000 years of hard labor building up our kingdom. Esau on the bottom doing the hardest work. The opposite. Esau is the devil. Exactly. He's the devil. So we don't need the devil in a perfect world. He's gonna be gone. He's gonna be no more. He shall disappear like his own dung. He's gonna be no. And that's scriptural too. The inheritance of a wicked man with Yahweh. He shall disappear like his own dung. Disappear. Like a vision of the night. His own dung. A vision of the night too. Job 20 verse 7 speaks about it, you know. You know Job was catching pure hell. Oh, the roaches and the worms will be giving them orders. Base. That's base. He's really gonna be a beast. the worm shall not die, you know. The worm will not die. The worm gonna be giving them orders. The roaches. Hey, give me your food. Give me your scraps, Esau. Roaches gonna be talking shit to Esau. Give me your scraps, Esau. Give me your slop. Give me your slop, Esau. The worms do. The fucking flies. Give me your slop. You the ants. Ants are gonna fuck with them. They're gonna fuck Esau up. 20 verse 7. Yeah, he shall perish like his own dung. And they which have seen him, how say, where is he? Verse 8. Oh, we'll give them monkey faces, not pretty ape-faced, straight up Down syndrome incest monkey faces. Well, you know, they're going to look like the devils they are. The rat shall already look ugly. Verse 8. He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as the vision of the night. You know, wake up and be like, oh, what a dream that was. You know, it's gonna be like a dream. You know, America's gonna be a fucking museum, a flyover museum. Oh, remember this? This was the most wickedest kingdom. Actually, was a queendom to ever exist on the history in the history of the entire universe. Run by the most wicked people, Esau, Edom. You know, you could imagine a chariot with a bunch of Jake kids in it, flying over America. And this was where New York City was. You can't even notice where it's at. We have to tell you where it's at. This was where Chicago was. Our people was catching straight hell. Hey, and one of the kids be like, raise their hand. Hey, teacher, what's the Edomite? We're gonna have museums of Esau. You have to go to a museum to learn about Esau. Verse 9, the eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. Yup. Through, completely through, finished, done. You know, though his excellency mounted up to the heavens, verse 6, Esau's so-called space force. They had a space force full of rocket ships, and his head reached unto the cloud, man, under the clouds. Yeah, man. Though he do all that, you know, verse 5, that the triumphing of the wicked. Verse 4, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed on earth. Verse 5, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite before a moment. You know, before a moment. This is just, you know, to the Most High Yahweh and to His Son Yahweh Shai, this is a short season, and it's almost coming to an end. You know, the worms are truly going to cover these devils. Hey, the worms might be giving them that order. In 1,000 years, you know, lay the fuck down, I'm going to get on you and shit. Get the bugles out. Through announcing the downfall of Esau, Edom. Announcing the great day of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Hey, sound the alarm. You know, the good news comes after the bad news. But it's you know, it's bad news for Esau. Yeah, Esau gets his last hurrah, but that's his last hurrah. No, he gets to go crazy for one last moment. And then we're going to lock him down in chains. You know, 1,000 years of hard labor, extremely hard labor, worse conditions, Cain gang to the chain gang, build up our kingdom. We don't know. Wait, we Jakes. I forgot the salty drums and dancing woman. That's right. God. So, you know, just, it's going to be a lot more than that. That was just, you know, a part of a sample. It's going to be way more than that. Dancing women, doing the salsa, dancing the salsa, all that, you know. You know how we Jakes be getting down. the drums. You know, salt shake. The chariots will be drums of thunder. God, loud. Can hear. You know, all those Jakes like to turn on music loud. The bolts of lightning will dance with us. That's right, Khan. That's why the heathen are gonna be like, damn, we really thought these people were just niggas and spigs and wetbacks and bywords, Indians and other bywords. Damn. You know, they're gonna be amazed. They was truly the people of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They gonna see that. They see that like, damn, this kingdom's actually pretty lit. Yeah, we in captivity, but it's lit. Hey man, lit. Liddy. Yeah, according to Wisdom of Solomon, verses 3 to 5. And they repenting and groaning for anguish. Verse 2, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. Verse 2, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. You know. Verse 3, and they repenting and groaning for anguish, the spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. Verse 4, you know, bywords, right? Proverbs and bywords. Verse 4, we fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor. You know, that's how they see Jake. Jake lives don't matter. Oh, our lives are gonna matter a lot then. More than theirs. Verse 5, how is he numbered among the children of Yahweh, and his lot is among the saints? There's the point. Oh, lit is an understatement. It will be burnt down to the ground. You know? Karnak, the bomb, the nuclear bomb. Being blessed gold and stone covered with the spirit fire from the Rakakadash, and Karnak, gold and stone. Hey, gold, streets of gold, chariots of gold, decked out. Decked out, you know, they gonna be drums. They gonna be thunder drums. Also vehicles. You know, Pit My Rock ain't gonna have nothing on what we gonna have in the kingdom. You know, that's gonna be like nothing. You know, not even if you was called Pimp My Chariot, man. They gonna be decked out. Hey, the Museum of Esau gonna be a fucking chariot. The Museum of Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man. You go in there, God. You know, angel gonna be narrating. And this was where, you know, and in that Terror of America, this was where Washington, D.C. was. The last manifestation of Rome. This was where show it to them, you know, in their heads. It's all obliterated. We used to live in those. It's gonna be like virtual reality, but just without all that mess. They're just gonna be able to imagine it, or be able to put it, our imaginations or our memories of it in their heads. You know, just oh, this was where we lived? We used to live in the hoods and barrios? In the reservations? You know? We will build cities just show our kids what traffic jams are like, road rage. The curses. The Deuteronomy 28 curses. You know? Road rage, that's part of that. You know how fucked up cities were in Babylon? This was our ancestors from the old world as they were going to work in their commutes. Traffic was backed up, as you can see. There will be doubles upon Edom, Shu, Khan. Hey, imagine Esau acting way worse than how Eve is acting toward Esau. I'm catching hell from this woman. They ain't want to get with him. Don't even want to do nothing with him. You know, probably Esau, you know, being vile as he is, probably turned gay though. Probably try to do some sodomite shit. Oh, fuck it. Those bitches never loved us. Let's fuck. Oh, she saw us already bad. Karen, the new nigga woman. That's right. But even worse than that. Esau is just gonna turn sodomite though. And then we're gonna have to come down. We're gonna have to judge Esau. No, not us. We'll have Ham go out and do it. Or we'll have apes go out and beat the shit out of them. We'll just send them. We'll just telepathically communicate with apes and monkeys and have them jump their ass right when they're gonna do it. I can't even be a fag in this kingdom. No, you can't. You know, grunts. Hey, man, kingdom gonna be something else. You know, for the Edomites that, you know, since Esau loved to eat pork, man, have fucking pigs just roll up, fuck their ass up, doing that shit. You know, those Edomite cops that oppressed Jake have put pigs over them. Have fucking wild hogs over them. I'll make a new hummingbird, a weaponized bird. Hey, Ak, you seen that video where that little Edomite girl was being pecked on her head by that bird? That's just a taste of that. A hummingbird, a weaponized bird, just exists just to peck the shit out of Esau. And Esau's probably gonna try to do some lesbo shit too. Oh, that was fucking funny. I saw it. We're gonna stop them in their tracks. Send the beasts. Send the beast to beat their ass right there. Put them to death right there. We're gonna know when they think that shit. So when they think of some off shit, we're just gonna do that right away. Amazing. Hey, Esau is gonna look like the damn devil that he is, but he's not even gonna be able to be the devil. We're gonna stop him. Yeah, nice. Meditate terrors. That's scripture. Thy heart shall meditate terrors. Meaning your brain, obviously. The heart shall meditate terrors. Let me look up that scripture. $144. Kahala Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Shall meditate terror. KJV. Esau, you're through. That's horrible just imagining. That's why Esau is fucking with the live now. Trying to reconnect. Esau got mad. Esau got mad. Stay mad, devils. You know, keep being mad. You know, ain't gonna do nothing. Just gonna work yourself up. Isaiah chapter 33 verse 18. Thine heart shall meditate terror. Where is the scribe? Where is the receiver? Where is he that counted the towers? You know I'm talking about when we dwell on high. Oh, Esau's mad. And I'm talking about when we dwell on high, verse 16. He shall dwell on high. His place of defense shall be as the munition of rocks. You know, bread shall be given to him. His water shall be sure. You know, verse 17. And I shall see the king in his beauty. They shall behold the land that is very far off. You know, and that. Or Jake shall meditate terrors. You know, yeah, man. It's looking like I'm part of that number, but just it's looking like it. It's looking like it. You know, I know 100%. We'll all know who we are, but it's looking like it. It's looking like I am a part of that number. At the same time, you have to have faith. Can't make yourself part of that number, but have faith that you are. You know, damn, fucking Esau. Probably am. Esau, Edom, buffering alive. Buffering alive. Oh, it's good now. Oh, Knock, we will give Esau burning rashes made from growing plants they feed on blood, and the plant's roots to be in the system to induce impossible amounts of pain and make them immortal, so they'll never die unless Jake kills them. Hey, plagues. They're gonna be hit with plagues much worse than we was. 2,000 times as worse. Deuteronomy 30 verse 7. Our nervous system. Oh, nervous system. To the nervous system. Con. Oh shit. Hey. Pain. Hey, Esau, all you have waiting for you is pain. Pain is in your future until you get destroyed off the face of the earth. You know, a little hurrah, man, you better enjoy it. Because Deuteronomy 30 verse 7, says what it says. The curses are going to be upon you. And Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that power put all these curses upon thine enemies, all of them. And on them that hate thee and persecute thee. Now these other heathens, they're going to be under the curses as well. They're going to be going off and shit. Esau is just always going to go off, so, because he's the devil. So Esau, we're going to get rid of him after 1,000 years. In the fire. Gonna burn that motherfucker. Esau is gonna get burnt to the bone, to the marrow. It's gonna be real hot fire too. To the marrow, to his very, you're gonna feel it all the way till he is literally ashes. A brutal death too. A brutal extermination. And then Jake have, Esau always complaining about so-called white genocide or whatever. Or and the Jewish, they talk about the Holocaust. Really not much of them died. And Adolf Hitler was Jewish. He was an Amalekite. But, this time Amalek is going to be through for real. And the rest of Esau. These heathens, they're going to be alright in the kingdom. But they are going to be under the curses. Yep. 10 to 100 pound fetters that are blessed with curses and placed on at birth and grow with Esau, made the itch and burn till just barely way too tight or hurt and cut off through. Esau is just hey Khan hell, the Rothschilds, the first fruits of slavery, Rockefellers and them, the elites are gonna have 1,000 pound fetters that are blessed with the strongest curses. That's why I would, Rothschilds will have it even worse. Trump and them, the lower level luminary man, them, which I believe, he's going to be around after the nukes. He's going to be in his bunker, right? You're going to have them 1,000. No, the Rothschilds are going to have the 10,000 pound fetters, man. 10,000 pound fetters. The Trump and the lower level luminary devils, the 1,000 pound fetters. That are, also the curses are even stronger on them. They'll be made, gave billions of sons. Gave millions of sons. What'd you say, Ak? What does it say? What'd you say in your last message, Ak? To create billions of sons so that we have a lot of slaves. That's what you're saying. You're saying, Ak? Oh, Rothschild will wait. Oh, fuck. Rothschild were weights attached to their organs and made same thing till become just barely way too tight on their organs though, on their fucking heart, their fucking brain, their fucking lungs, hard to breathe, chest pains, their fucking everything, all their organs, his stomach, man. Oh, Esau's mad. Esau's feelings is hurt reading this shit. So I was like, Esau's turning red reading this shit. No, they watching. Hey, Rothschild, Getty, DuPont's, whoever one of y'all is watching. Hey, leave a comment on them. Leave a comment. Hey, say Shalom. Leave a comment on it. Leave a comment on here. Say Shalom, so we know you're here. Have your agent, if you're too scared. Say Shalom on the comment board. And made to carry it. If they draw it, it will yank implanted roots. Oh, hey man, Rothschilds, you're through. You're through. Esau, man, we don't know how these devils are gonna make it on the first day, the first hour. How these devils gonna make it? First hour of the kingdom. They drop it at, oh shit, man. Not to, they're gonna die real quick. We gonna make them stay. We gonna make them stay in the motherfucker, in their bodies. They die from that shit and raise them back up, back to work. This kingdom is gonna be gut wrenching for them, literally. Oh, they a chastity cage for the heart, wire nails in the sky and con. They gonna have one. Esau fucking with your tech. They gonna have a chastity cage. Fuck. For the heart, wires and nails in the sky, man. Gonna feel like that. They have a constant heart attack. We still make their ass work. We gonna keep their soul in their body. We gonna make them work with a constant heart attack, huh? You can't die in heaven. Well, heaven for us, hell for them. Wire nails in the spine, pain. Back pain. Whew. Sharp pain, wire nails. Nerve pain in the spine, nerve pain. Nerve, hey man, hell, pure hell for Esau Edom. Hey, what what I want to do to these devils. Also, the Rothschilds. What I want to do, the Rothschilds. I have all the elites. I have on a lower level Edomite be an overseer over them. I have one of their victims, one of their ritual victims that's an Edomite, be an overseer over them. I'm gonna have them remember all the shit that they did to them. All the shit, man. Even these celebrities that they were their slaves, even these Jake celebrities that were their slaves, that they come back, of course they're gonna be, all Israel's gonna be saved, right? I have these Jake celebrities, we're gonna have them like they can visit, you know, they can do what they want, you know. Hey, he's the Rothschilds that had y'all that had y'all doing rituals and shit. I was torturing y'all. You know, they gonna have field day with them. Yep, like a fishnet squeezes thousands of fish at once. Eating them will have microbial organic fungicide in his body to conduct electricity in the ball and chain will have to be carried because it's quartz. Shit. Oh shit. Constantly being electrocuted. Constantly, because when precious crystals dropped, it generates a current. So when they drop it, when you drop it, you're gonna get zapped on the inside. Hey, Esau, you're through. Hey, through, man. Hey, and these overseers that we put over them, over Esau, especially these Rothschilds, man, they gonna fuck. Especially, they got the animals that we put over them. They gonna fuck with their shit. The Rothschilds are gonna have lower level Edomites over them. You know, particularly the ritual victims, the satanic ritual abuse victims. Gonna have them over them as overseers. And they're gonna put straight hell on the Rothschilds. They're gonna fuck with their shit. You know, that ball and chain, they gonna yank it and shit. Kick it around and shit. You know, everybody gonna get theirs. Everybody gonna get theirs. And then, you know, the puppet leaders, the president's lower level luminaries. I had fucking Edomite veterans. Wounded Edomite veterans. They were wounded Edomite veterans in their past lives. I'm gonna have them be overseers over them. They didn't get shit and they was homeless and struggling and shit. I'm gonna have them over them. And the generals and shit, I'm gonna have them over them. They gonna fuck them up. Hey, the apes, the chimpanzees that they did experiments on, that they doing experiments on, have them be overseers over these same devils. The first ones they gonna oversee. That did this shit. All the animals, the dogs that they did experiments on, all the animals. You know, they gonna get theirs as well. We'll make Karen beat Brad to death. Go, Karen. We'll give you more vinegar water than your sister. You beat his ass. Give you more. They gonna be giving vinegar water, man. And we'll give them more. We're gonna drink that shit. They gonna be thirsty. Khan. You'll get more vinegar water. Go! Beat his ass. She gonna go hard. She could go ham. You don't even know she's Esau. Tooth and nails. She gonna use her teeth and shit. Use her nails and shit. Him too. They used to it, they'll probably like it. Oh, Esau gonna be like, and I don't know. We don't in their tongue, you know, their grunt. Oh well, they're gonna be like, that vinegar water was nice. That vinegar water was so refreshing. In their grunt language. No, according to this Job chapter 30, you know, verse 7, among the bushes they brayed, under the nets they were gathered together. And they're going to go back to that. Grunts. Oh, Jake said do it for the gram. Esau say do it for an orange. A spoiled orange. Wait, that's like 10 days old. Here. Mold and shit on it. We'll toss it to him. And swine blood fruits grow especially for Esau. Esau will love that. It'd be a treat for him. Be like a Scooby snack, man. Be a treat for him. Not really swine blood, but it tastes like swine blood. Here. Maybe 10 days old when we give it to him. Here. You did a good job, Esau. No, I want you to bite down more, you know. So you could kill your opponent faster. We gonna make them fight to the death too. No, you know, and these heathens, you know, we're gonna make them fight Esau. We're gonna have Muhammad fight Amalek. Fight the Benjamin not a Jew. We're gonna have them go at it. Or fight Bush. We got Muhammad versus Bush. Muhammad versus Trump. Versus the Rothschilds. Battle Royale. Yeah, it will be addictive like heroin. Oh yeah, because they're gonna be stricken with madness too. You know, they're gonna be like crackheads for it. They're gonna tear each other up. One Edomite gets it, the other Edomites are gonna pile on them. Deuteronomy 28, verse 28. The Yahweh Hashem Yahushua shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. Soon coming to Esau. It's been on our people. It's soon coming to them. Oh, Esau's gonna try to try to smuggle it, try to form gangs, fight each other for it. Oh, I want your build a lightsaber. Oh, we the Jedi, and fuck them up with it. And being that a lightsaber is a spiritual weapon, we'd be able to cool the blade or superheat the blade with our thoughts alone. There you go. Baiting out Esau with the solidified lightning bolt. Come on. Ah. Hey. Release actual pigs also to keep the peace. When Esau is going off, fuck them up. I have actual pigs, fuck them up. Also that too. Yeah, it's gonna be funny, man. Actual pigs running up on Esau, fucking them up. The pigs that Esau killed to eat. The same ones. You know. The same ones getting their get back. Eating this dude alive. Because a pig will eat anything. So you have a pig or a wild hog, fuck them up. You know. They'll do it. They'll eat anything. Love pigs so much, right? Boiling down the orange to a powder and he snorts it. Oh, crack. The orange crack. Oh, Esau is gonna be a crackhead. The swine will hunt and eat him. There you go. Come on. Hey, the deer will fuck him up as well. The deer will fuck him up. The ducks will fuck him up. The other animals, the bears. The bears will come in and fuck him up. It'll be like Jumanji out in them fields. Even the dinosaurs, raptors and shit. He's gonna be fighting off raptors. T-Rex is gonna come up. T-Rex can come up and get a huge bite of them, randomly too. Hey, pterodactyls, thunderbirds, gonna be swooping down on them. Hey, the raptors gonna be like our slave patrol too. They try to run and shit. Oh, opium orange, I see what you're thinking, Ak. God. He's gonna try to sneak it. Hey, dog. I got some opium. Oh, I got some opium orange, some orange crack. I got some orange crack. You know? Oh, give me that for your orange crack. You know, they can have each other do all types of wickedness, and then not even give them the shit. Fuck them up, fuck them over. Give them a little bit. Take most of it. You have gang wars, Edomite gang wars. I don't know the vampires versus the beasts or something. I don't know. The vampires versus the cavemen. Oh, well, I pet dinosaurs, and they'll fly too. Yeah. Velociraptors and pterodactyls. And the dinosaurs they'll be our pets, but they'll also be slave patrol. When Esau tries to run, sometimes we'll let him too. We'll let Esau get a chance to run. And then the dinosaurs, run from the raptors, right? They the best hunters. And then from the air, the thunderbird, pterodactyl. In the air, bird's eye view, you're gonna see the Edomites. They try to climb up, get away from the. Oh, cane wars, cane wars. Cane wars, man. King wars. You was Cain. We're gonna tell them you was Cain. They like to tell us we was kings. To make fun of us. Wish we was. And we still are, and we're gonna be. We gonna tell them you was Cain. You was Cain, you are Esau. We're gonna tell them. Hey, Esau gonna try to protest injustice. We want rights. We gonna send them. Oh, good little vicious biters from Jurassic. Them little vicious biters from Jurassic Park, the good film. What do you mean, Knock? What do you mean, Knock? I know about the velociraptors. I know the fucking pterodactyls. You tell me what it is. It must have been like one of the old Jurassic Park films, because I don't remember. Them little vicious biters. What you mean? Oh, T-Man King, the almighty devil. T-Man himself. The almighty devil. Look at that. He gonna be like a... Hey, we gonna have our little Edomite celebrities too. Oh, the scene with little tiny rappers. The scene with little tiny rappers. Oh, I'll have to look it up, Ak. Jurassic Park. Ah, shit. Little raptors. Little raptors from Little Raptors in Jurassic Park. Oh, them dudes, man. Let me see.
How'd you come up with all these elaborate backstories?
Glad you asked. I got help from a pro. My financial professional even explained how Nationwide Solutions could help Mr. Paisley retire early.
I'd spend more time with his pal Peyton, right?
I'm glad you feel that way.
All these fucking ads. Oh, not that shit. Jurassic cash grab. Oh, the original Jurassic Park. I got it, Ak. I got it. Got it.
Not polite to sneak up on people. Hey, Carter! Where are you? Hey, Carter! I got turned around in here.
The one y'all talking about.
Hey, Carter!
Oh yeah, that kind of
Hey, Carter!
It's like, oh shit. So they gonna be like, devoured his ass. Ate him alive. No, he threw. Oh shit. No baby rappers is getting it in. Like, oh shit. That was gonna be Esau. Esau gonna try to chase him away. It's gonna be a bunch of them, much more of them. Much more than just raptors. They got off face.
Hey, Roland! Okay, break over. Moving on.
Carry me.
Yep, I got it. Carter.
They do run from him. They chasing his ass down. That's how it's gonna be. They ain't gonna be able to get away though. They pursued his ass. Through. Well, we will give them Brightburn powers too. Give them Brightburn powers. Hey. Esau is totally through. We not even need that. Okay. Khan, definitely yuck. Definitely yuck. Yeah. That's that. Oh, the Brightburn? The Brightburn. Okay. Yeah. I think you're referring to that movie. Oh, Khan, flying snakes exist in this old world. Imagine the new kingdom. Dude, hey, it's gonna be on a whole other level. They gonna be flying like birds. Whole other level. The snakes flying like birds. Landing on Esau as he works. You know? Just, we had them fiery Them fiery serpents, right? That was sent. Yahweh Shem Shai had plagued our people with that back in Exodus with fiery serpents, and there's flying serpents that are spoke of in the Bible. Oh, full dragon continent size the dragons. Oh, con. Hey, Leviathan. Leviathan's, he's gonna be out there too. That's the. Hey, Job talks about Leviathan. Hey, I landed right on that chapter talking about Leviathan. And Job, that's the spirit. Canst thou draw Leviathan with an hook, or his tongue with a cord, which thou lettest down? We'll be dragon riding Leviathan, man. Come on. There's many Leviathans too. Verse 2. Canst thou put a hook into his nose, or bore his jaw through with a thorn? Nah, man. You're not able to subdue Leviathan. Esau is not going to be able to. It's going to be part of his downfall. All kinds of Super Saiyans, Jedis, Judah, there's Jedis. Saiyans is talking about Jake, too. Hey, Leviathan gonna play a part in now he played with ships, right? He gonna be a part of bringing down Esau as well. Verse 3, will he make many supplications unto thee? Will he speak soft words unto thee? Verse 4, will he make a covenant with thee? Will thou take him for a servant forever? Are you going to make him a pet? No, Esau can't do it. Verse 5, will thou play with them as with a bird? Will thou bind them for thy maidens? No, it's rhetorical questions. Too strong. Verse 6, shall the companions make a banquet of him? Shall they part him among the merchants? Are you going to fish him up and eat him? Verse 7, canst thou fill his skin with barbed irons, or his head with fish spears? These are all rhetorical questions, kind of daring Esau. Then Job couldn't even. He was telling Job these things. Job couldn't even do it. So, verse 8, lay thy hand. Oh, Leviathan. Oh, there's an 8-year-old video of a frozen beast that rose up, that rise up, that drove the island of Manhattan itself. Oh shit! I saw that video where Leviathan, and he was poking through, his head poked through. They say it could be a whale or whatever, but the way he poked through the ice, that's Leviathan. That Antarctic ice shelf. I believe that's Leviathan. Verse 8, lay thy hand upon him. Remember the battle, do no more. Verse 9, behold, the hope of him is in vain. Shall not one be cast down even at the sight of him? No, even at the sight of him. People be shook. Esau be shook for sure. Oh, that one? That same one? I seen it then. Leviathan about to get busy, yuck. It's an 8-year-old video. You know, he already awoke then. He about to get busy on the Esau and these heathens. And these 2/3 that are out there. In the kingdom, he's gonna be out and about. Verse 10, none is so fierce that dare stir him up. Who then is able to stand before me? You know, because he made Leviathan. Verse 11, who had prevented me that I should repay him? You know, they gonna give up the ghost right then. Whatsoever is under the whole heaven is mine. Verse 12, I will not conceal his parts, nor his power, nor his comely proportion. Verse 13, who can discover the face of his garment? Who can come to him with his double bridle, man? You know, within his double bridle. Who can come close to him? Nobody. You know, Leviathan gonna be having Esau for snacks. Scooby snacks, man. Leviathan snacks. Gonna be throwing Esau out there. Verse 14. Who can open the doors of his face? His teeth are terrible round about, you know. A Leviathan one eye alone will probably beat the span of 3 city blocks. Kanak. The eyes alone. Verse 15. His scales are his pride, shut up together as with a close seal. Nothing can go past his scales. Nothing. No bullets would just bounce off of it. Even missiles. Bounce. Just bounce off of it. Verse 16. One is so near to another that no air can come between them. Verse 17. They are joined one to another. They stick together. They cannot be sundered. Verse 8. So his skin is a shield. His scales are a shield. Impenetrable shield. Verse 8. By his neesings the light does shine, and his eyes are like the eyelids of the morning, like the sun. Bright as fuck too. Imagine Leviathan showing up at night. Pitch dark. Hey, when you know, that brings me to another point. Jacob's trouble when the day of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is gonna be like, it's like darkness, right? Well, it's darkness and not light, right? When the EMP hit this motherfucker, basically, they say it's coming. Leviathan show up, you know, make an appearance, you know, it's gonna fuck people up. Verse 19. Well, yeah, out of his mouth go burning lamps, and sparks of fire leap out. You know, he breathes fire. Yeah, Riyam. Yep. Oh, why say Riyam, Mark? Oh, I don't want to taste like sweet wine. Oh yeah, snacks. He's gonna love those snacks, you know, like Scooby loves Scooby snacks. Leviathan gonna want more. He gonna be begging. Or the elect. He gonna be begging the elect. Throw fucking Edomite out there. Yeah, man. Hey, man. Esau, you know, Esau's through. You know, his soul is gonna be in his body while he getting snacked on by Leviathan. Through. Out of his nostrils, verse 20, goes smoke, and a flame goes out of his mouth. Rayam means evil, like evils, plural. Verse 22, in his neck remained his strength, and sorrow was turned into joy before him. His neck is way too strong. Yeah. The verse 23, oh, evil Adawam is already burnt up. Khan. Yeah, he is the wicked. Yeah. Verse 23, the flakes of his flesh, the scales joined together, and the flesh too joined together. They are firm in themselves. They cannot be moved. Yeah. Can't wait till it actually get burned up. Manifest. Verse 24, his heart is firm as a stone. Yeah, his heart is a piece of the nether millstone. Can't pierce his heart. Even if you was to get past all that, which you can't, they purify themselves, the mighty men, soldiers. Even Navy SEALs be shook. Come across Leviathan. Verse 26, the sword of him that layeth at him cannot hold. Hey, even the spec ops, Navy SEALs, all of them, they be shook. Cannot hold the spear, the dart, and not the habergeon, which, that's a breastplate. Verse 27, he esteemeth iron as straw, and brass as rotten wood. There ain't nothing. It's like, it's easy to break. Verse 28, the arrow cannot make him flee. Sling stones are turned with him into stubble. Hey, bullets, guns, guns are just like, what they do, they sling bullets at a very fast speed. Verse 29, darts are counted as stubble. He laugheth at the shaking of a spear. Like, what's that? Takes it as a joke. Verse 30, sharp stones are under him. He spreadeth sharp pointed things upon the mire. It ain't nothing to him. He's deep. He's in the deep. That's what you got down there. Verse 31, he maketh the deep to boil like a pot. He maketh the sea like a pot of ointment. He produces that energy, man. The energy, Godzilla, the movie Godzilla is about Leviathan. The buildings would burn up. Godzilla would come around. His body, radiates energy. Really, it's a survival mechanism that's given to him. He's in the deep. It's cold. Pressure too. Cold and heavy water pressure. Submarines can't go that deep. They get crushed. Verse 32. He maketh the path to shine after him. One would think the deep to be hoary. So he make a path to shine after him. He make a way, man. His eyes, bright, right? So you can see. It's like flashlights. Verse 33. Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he created them. He created them to adapt, to be able to survive in the deep. Verse 33. Upon earth there is not his like, who is made without fear. Not his like. No animal like Leviathan. Verse 34, he beholdeth all high things. He is the king over all the children of pride. There you go. There you go. Yahweh was going in, telling Job about Leviathan. And Esau is proud as fuck. Esau is the proudest. And Leviathan is king over all the children of pride. And Esau don't got none on Leviathan. There's many. Hey man, that's why they made Godzilla. They know what's up. Ammon over there. Ammon, the Ammonites, they seen his ass. That's why they seen his ass. That's why that's where they got the idea from. And Khan, but did you know that jellyfish lack a brain and a heart, yet it still lives? Evolution is bullshit. That's proof of that. There's a lot of proof of that, but come on, man. Evolution is bullshit. Yeah, call out y'all by Shimmy outside. How explain that, Esau. How they still live without a brain and a heart. Esau, he can't explain it. It's an anomaly to him. He can't explain it. He's not going to be able to explain. Hey, the Egyptians couldn't explain the plagues. They couldn't replicate the plagues. After a while, they couldn't do it. At the beginning, they could. And that's why Pharaoh was like, yeah, this ain't nothing. But after a while, they couldn't replicate the plagues. They said, this is the finger of Yahweh. At a certain point, Esau is getting plagued. At a certain point, he's not going to be able to deny that it's Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. When the plague of darkness hit, and those apparitions hit this place, how is he going to explain that using science? It was dark, so people's minds made up these apparitions, and they seen. Shut up, man. Like it ain't been dark before. The beasts that are about to be let loose, yup, will be on some fucking crazy, impossible shit. 87I having swole-legged flying demons, right? And Esau, Area 51, right? There ain't no aliens, no chariots that go down to Esau in Area 51 and be like chilling with Esau. Esau don't have no so-called aliens in there, man. That's bullshit. Area 51, man. I believe that that's where they be coming. That's where Esau be in the labs cooking up that shit. That them beasts, them chimeras and shit. Esau be up in that motherfucker, just the mad scientist that he is. He in that motherfucker cooking it up. He probably does have centaurs and shit in that motherfucker. Ready to release that shit. And the lights go out, man. The lights go out on this place. Oh, fuck. Shit gonna be like nothing else. That's on top of the wild beasts that are already out there. Wild beasts that Yahweh, he hid. He hid from Esau. The dinosaurs, they ain't died out. They ain't all died out. You get, the natives, Asher, has seen them down there in the Amazon. Ham has seen them down there in Africa, in Central Africa. Ham and the Jakes that live down there. I've seen them. Even Gad, before Esau came, the whole point is like, it's a whole lot of hell about to break loose, These, Gad called the pterodactyl what? A thunderbird. Khan, he's a minister. Okay, a minister of fire. Came from the heavenly form realm. Came here and crashed. Oh, fucking Merkabah. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, Ak. I don't know what you're talking about, Ak. I just know that the newly created beast that's in the scripture, that's in Wisdom of Solomon. Newly created beast, full of fury. You know, they lay sore strokes. Charge my damn phone up. Wisdom of Solomon. I was in Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13. I believe it talks about it. Or nah. There's somewhere where they talk about that newly created beast might be in chapter 16. Shit, I'm trying to find it. I might just look it up. Newly created beast. That's Wisdom of Solomon. No, it's in there. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 11, verse 18. Are unknown wild beasts, full of rage, newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor or filthy scent to scatter smoke, or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes. Yeah, unknown wild beast. That's what he got in store. Verse 19, whereof not only the harm I dispatched him at once, but the terrible sight, also the terrible sight utterly destroyed him. Yeah, Esau is a liar. The chariot is not gonna crash like Roswell, man. Con, exactly that. The chariots seldom have been showing themselves. Con, I know Mercado is a chariot. Hey, but the chariots been showing themselves. And have they crashed? Nah. They go fast. They don't crash. Yeah. Esau, Area 21, it's probably that's what he's making over there. It's actually in Nevada. What the fuck is it? This shit's in Nevada. They actually, I believe that they be actually cooking up these newly created beasts. Merkaba means chariot. Oh, Khan in the Hebrew. Markaba. Yeah. Ain't no chariot gonna crash. You know, a chariot of Esau, a chariot that Esau created trying to copy Yahweh Shem Yahushai, yeah, that chariot would crash. But no chariot of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, no way. He has weight, because that chariot of Esau is carnal. Chariot of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is spiritual. Yeah. Esau tried, man. Esau tried to imitate that technology. And then what you say, it was aliens that crashed. It was alien, you know what alien mean? Yeah, alien mean foreign. That's all it means. And angels, they are foreign to this earth. You know, the earth has not seen. Angels don't be around like that on the earth. But it's not little green men. It's tall so-called black men. Tall, buff, so-called black men with froze and a beard. That's waiting for Esau. That's gonna land here in Independence State style. Gonna pull up, you know, pull up, beam his elect up, and then destroy Esau. That's why Esau is shook right now. The elect waking back up. Esau shook, you know, it compares it to a zombie apocalypse. Because that means that's his ass. And 2nd Ezra 13 kind of shows you that. Shows you he was shown the fathership. As well as that's a representation of Yasharallah. But also the fathership. Shit. Phone might die. Oh, it's 2%. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. Verse 2, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. Verse 3, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, and when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. Verse 4, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burnt, they heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. Verse 5, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men, out of number from the four winds of the heaven, to subdue the man that came out of the sea. Verse 6, for I beheld, and lo, he had graved him. You know, that man that came out of the sea is going to tell you who he is. Verse 6, for I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, and flew up upon it. Verse 7, but I would have seen the region and place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. You know, it's so big. Verse 8, and after this I beheld, and lo, all that were gathered together to subdue, and were sore afraid, and yet durst fight the heathen. Verse 9, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. You know, didn't have to. Verse 10, but only as I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. Concentrated fire beams. Verse 11, as well as this word is a fire. It's a fire in our mouths. You know, we a mouthpiece of Yahushua, but that's a symbolic meaning. Verse 11, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest. The blast. Yep. And fell with violence upon the multitude. which was prepared to fight, and burnt them up every one, so that upon the sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. That was a sight. That was a sight right there. Verse 12. Afterward, I saw the same man come down from the mountain, and call unto him another peaceable multitude, and a great multitude. Verse 13. And there were much people unto him, where some were glad, some were sorry, some were bound slaves, and others some brought of them that were offered. Then I was sick through great fear, and I awaked and said, Verse 14, Thou hast showed thy servant wonders from the beginning, and hast counted me worthy that thou should receive my prayer. Verse 15, Show me now that yet the interpretation of this dream. Verse 16, For as I conceive in my understanding, woe unto them that shall be left in those days, and much more woe unto them that are not left behind. Verse 17, For that they were not left were in heaviness. Verse 18, Now understand I the things that are laid up in the latter days, which shall happen to them and to those that are left behind. Verse 19, Therefore they come into great perils and many necessities as these dreams declare. Verse 20, Yet it is easier for him that is in danger to come into these things than to pass away as a cloud out of the world, and not to see the things that happen in the last days. And he answered unto me and said, Verse 21, The interpretation of the vision shall I show thee, and I will open unto thee the thing that thou hast required. Verse 22, Whereas thou hast spoken of them are left behind, this is interpretation. Verse 23, He that shall endure the peril in that time hath kept himself. They that be fallen into danger are such as that have works and faith toward the Almighty. Verse 24, Know this therefore, they that wish be left behind are more blessed than they that be dead. Verse 25, This is the meaning of the vision, though. When thou sawest a man coming from the midst of the sea. Verse 26, The same is he whom Yahweh the highest has kept a great season, which by his own self shall deliver his creature, and he shall order them that are left behind. Verse 27, And whereas thou sawest that out of his mouth there come as a blast of wind, and fire a storm. Verse 28, And that he held neither sword, nor any instrument of war, but that the rushing in of him destroyed the whole multitude. That came to Sedum is the interpretation. Verse 29, And he shall behold the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth. Verse 30, And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. Verse 31, One shall undertake to fight against another, and one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, one realm against another. World War III. Verse 32, And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the signs shall happen which I showed thee before, and then shall my son be declared, who thou sawest as a man ascending. Verse 33, And when all the people heard his voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle they have against one another. Verse 34, And an innumerable multitude shall gather together, as thou sawest them willing to come, and to overcome him by fighting. Verse 35, But he shall stand upon the top of the Mount Zion, because it also symbolizes Mount Zion as well. Verse 36, And Zion shall come, and shall be showed to all men, be prepared and builded, like thou sawest the hill graven without hand. Verse 37, This my son shall rebuke the wicked inventions of the nations, which for the wicked life are fallen into the tempest. Verse 38, this is a symbolic meaning. Revelation Well, as other scriptures like in Habakkuk, it's the prayer of Habakkuk. It actually shows you that the chariots, they're gonna be burning people up literally, and shall lay before him the evil thoughts and torments where they shall begin to be tormented, which are like to a flame, and he shall destroy unto a flame, and he shall destroy them without labor by the law, which is like unto fire. A symbolic and literal meaning. The literal meaning is coming. Oh, I've been live. The green men represent Israel, green garment, under disrespectfully large eyes, and heads are big eyes and large froze. Of course, Esau always making mockery. Oh, I was on the Bible app reading Esdras. You didn't hear me? I read, or you just didn't see my voice? I mean, you just didn't see my face. Yeah, because, I ain't done yet. And Habakkuk, hey, this is Esdras is the same chapter that talk about the 10 tribes are going to be regathered. But Habakkuk, that prayer where it talks about, it's on 4%, I charged it up. So Habakkuk, let me get Habakkuk. Habakkuk, chapter 3, a prayer of Habakkuk, the prophet upon Shigionoth. Verse 2, O Yahweh Shem Yahushai, I have heard thy speech, and was afraid. O Yahweh, revive thy work in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years make known, in wrath and mercy. He's going to go in. Verse 3, Yahweh came from Teman, and the Holy One from Mount Paran. Salah, his glory covered the heavens, and the earth was full of his praise. He came from Teman, right? Because you're going to destroy these devils. Verse 4, and the brightness was as the light. He had horns coming out of his hand, and there was a hiding of his power. Verse 5, before him went the pestilence, and the burning coals went forth at his feet. Verse 6, he stood and measured the earth. He beheld and drove asunder the nations, and the everlasting mountains were scattered. The perpetual hills did bow, his ways are everlasting. Verse 7, I saw the tents of Cushan in affliction, and the curtains of the land of Midian did tremble. Cushan, Ethiopia. We Cushites shall also be slain by my sword. Yahweh, the Most High Yahweh, and Son Yahushai, they didn't forget. Verse 8, was Yahweh Shem Yahushai displeased against the rivers? Was thy anger against the rivers? Was thy wrath against the sea? That thou didst ride upon thy horses, and thy chariots of salvation? He was destroying them. Verse 9, this is what he saw in the vision. Thy bow was made quite naked, according to the oaths of the tribes, even thy word Salah. And that's why he's asking him that. Thou didst cleave the earth with rivers. Verse 10, the mountains saw thee, and they trembled. The overflowing of the water passed by. The deep uttered his voice, and lifted up his hands on high. Verse 11, the sun and moon stood still in their habitation. At the light of thine arrows they went. What? Fuck. The fuck? What do you mean, Hawk? Yeah, I charged it up some. Okay, I don't know what you mean, Hawk. The sun and moon stood still in their habitation at the light of thine arrows they went at the shining of thy glittering spear. Oh, he was like that. Like, did the fish piss you out too? Because he was destroying the whole land. Man and beast. He cut off man and beast. Verse 12. Thou didst march through the land of indignation. Thou didst thresh the heathen in anger. You know? Yeah, he was like that when he saw the video. When he saw the vision. Well, it was like a video in his head, when he saw the vision. Verse 13. Oh yeah, Khan. Thou wentest forth for the salvation of thy people. Even for the salvation of thy... It's going to be awesome. Even for the salvation of thine anointed. Thou wentest the head out of the house of the wicked, Esau, by discovering the foundation unto the neck. Salah. Verse 14. Thou didst strike through with his staves the head of his villages. They came out as a whirlwind to scatter me. Their rejoicing was to devour the poor secretly. Esau. And the heathens, Esau primarily. Esau leading the charge. But Khan, verse 15. Thou didst walk through the sea with thine horses through the heap of great waters. For, them chariots, they could go in the sea as well. Verse 16. When I heard, my belly trembled. My lips quivered at the voice. There's even videos showing the chariots doing that. Going in the sea. My lips quivered at the voice. And I trembled in myself, that I might rest in the day of trouble. When he cometh up unto the people, he will invade them with his troops. And those mighty men, the angels. As well as the elect men that he raises up. Verse 17. Although the fig tree shall not blossom, neither shall fruit be in the vines, the labor of the olive shall fail, and the field shall yield no meat. The flock shall be cut off from the fold, and there shall be no herd in the stalls. Jacob's trouble. Oh, Khan. Verse 18. Yet I will rejoice in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. I will take the joy. I will joy in the power of my salvation. Verse 19. The Lord power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. No, he's my strength. That name is that strong tower. And he will make my feet like hinds' feet. And he will make me to walk upon mine high places, to the chief singer on my stringed instruments. This was a song. A prayer of Habakkuk, that was a song that he composed. In the Hebrew probably rhymed too. Probably was straight bars. Oh, Khan, it's all stink like seafood ocean, buddy. It's yeah, like seafood. It's stink. Oh, the dream you had and imagined up yourself. Hey, that day draweth nigh, Khan. It ain't gonna be no joke. Darkness and not light. No light in it. That's why you're gonna need, that's why in that parable, the foolish virgins and the wise virgins, it talks about gotta have your lamps trimmed. You're gonna need light in that day. The only type of light that will help. And then turning on the light is not gonna help. You ain't gonna have that. Lighting the candle even, the stars even, ain't gonna help. Tells you that in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17. And plague, all these plagues gonna hit this modern day Egypt. Oh, Jake will still be TikTok. Be TikTok niggas, Khan. Being slain, not getting it, Khan. getting fucked up. Hey, verse 18, verse 18, woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. To what end is it for you? The day of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is darkness and not light. Darkness and not light. Verse 19, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and the serpent bit him, both literally and figuratively. Verse 20, shall not the day of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai be darkness and not light, even dark and no brightness in it? No brightness in it. Complete darkness. Pitch darkness. Also being very symbolic of it being very dark days. But no light in it, literally as well. When the plague of darkness hits this Egypt. Also detailed in Revelation chapter 16. A plague of darkness hitting the seed of the beast, which is Babylon, America. Just darkness, complete darkness. All you see is demons or beasts. Oh, yo, it's gonna be like that, Ark. You had a dream where the darkness was so thick you could feel it. That's how it was in Egypt. You couldn't even hold out a lamp, it vanished into the abyss. How it was in Egypt, Ark. Hey, the darkness, it's gonna be brought about by I believe an EMP. I believe the EMP is gonna hit this motherfucker. Russia, North Korea got a satellite. They could just cause an EMP, knock out the grid, total darkness. But I believe that also is gonna be like a spiritual aspect to it too. Where Yahweh, he's gonna cause it to be so dark. He may have a new moon that day as well. He may have a new moon that day for those days. A new moon, cloudy, so the stars don't show. May have it like that. Foggy maybe. Foggy even. It's gonna be even darker when the plagues hit Babylon. Yo, Khan. It is gonna be Yahweh. They gonna be screaming and shit. And the demons are gonna manifest themselves and show themselves out here. Both the demons, just demons, fucking wild beasts, the newly created beasts, actual beasts that are already out, and even, people that are possessed with demons. Like, they're gonna be like fucking Michael Myers and shit. Fucking Jason and shit. Out here, man. Actual people. Gonna be like It the Clown out here. Because the medicines that these people that are mentally ill, they take, the medicines, they only suppress the demons. Or what happens when they don't have access to the medicine? The demons will be there. It'll be a heavy demonic presence. Everyone get plagued. Everyone that participated in the folly day of Halloween or something. people that did that. Imagine it hitting during Halloween. You know, now Halloween gonna have that moon, that big old moon. You've seen demons? Used to be on med that caused full apparitions. It was crazy. You couldn't even take picture of the hallucinogen. You was reviving so hard. Hey, some of the meds will do that shit too. No, that's they're fucking potions, Doc. That's literal witchcraft, sorcery. Yeah, that's why, you know, they would cause, some will cause hallucinations. You can see spirit jungles just, you know, yeah, that I've seen demons too. And they look like that, like fierce beasts. That's how they look like. Well, like a demon actually, there's demons that appeared to me when I was a kid. I was around 12, 11 or 12. Fucked me up. Fucked me up, man. Beasts chilling in your dark corners, yup. Hey, spirit jungles. One look like fucking wolves and shit. And probably, yeah, look like wolves and shit. In your corner, man, look like a motherfucking tiger and shit, except much fiercer. Yeah. Hey, speaking of that, you know, the wild beasts shall change their places. You're gonna have wild beasts, zoo animals. You're gonna be let out that motherfucker. Or they're either gonna be let out by the zookeeper, they're gonna be let out by activists, let out by someone, or they're gonna be let out by Angel. He's gonna break them out. And they're gonna be out here fucking shit up. That's actually scriptural. And the teeth of wild beasts. Change their places. And that's Ezra's, 2nd Ezra's 5 verse 10. Wait, Salak. It's actually 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be offset out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. And the wild beasts shall change their places. They know. They know because they know you've been put through hell, and they've been the ones fucking complaining. Hey, Esau can't take nothing. Esau can't take shit. Esau is gonna in his fucking home, in the damn, in his 3-story crib, 2-story crib in the damn suburbs. You know, that power goes out, the darkness hits, you're gonna be screaming and shit. Ah! You know, demons gonna be fucking with him. You know, the wild beasts too. You know, he's out there hunting. Eli skipped out. Oh, I said that. Oh, then I read Second Ezra's. Second Ezra's 5 verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be all set out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. You know, I was bringing that out. And Esau made the live skip. Of course. Esau don't like this, us bringing out this truth. You know, hey, he's shook too. He knows what's coming. And when the plug gets pulled on this place, either by these devils themselves or by an enemy nation, then it's gonna be that's that plague of darkness, and it's gonna be hell. These fucking Edomites too, man. Egyptians, right? And these 2/3. Oh, whenever I read the scripture, they're fucking with you got a typo says script unite. You know, you be getting typos too. Whenever I read the scripture, these devils tamper with the live like they have a buffer button. I believe they do, I believe they do, or they fuck with the signal right at that moment. They did it to Chief so much. And yeah, that's on purpose. I know it's on purpose. They do it like right away. They do it right when you read the scripture. No, Streamlabs, man. Streamlabs is what I use. Scripture night. Scripture night. Oh, God, I see what you're saying. They're kryptonite. That's why Esau gets pissed. He is triggered. Yeah. How to trigger an Edomite. Bring out scriptures. Yeah. Esau got triggered. Karnak. Children of fools, man. Children of fools. That's Job called them that. They were children of fools. Job 30 verse 8. Yeah, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. That's what they are. You know, now I am their where's their byword? Or their song, they have songs about us. You know, there's another one that says, hey, I believe the ice cream song, I believe it go back to some against Jake. Some racist shit, right? Some shit against Jake. I believe it do. Women are their oppressors and children rule over them. Isaiah 3, verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and a host unreachable. Suddenly the host is unreachable. Yeah, man. Esau got triggered. Just by reading that, I read Isaiah 3 verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths. They cause us to err. Children, Esau, Edom, women. Because Esau put Eve over Jake. That goes into that. As well as Esau is effeminate as hell. Also goes into that too. Then Esau did that, keep us in that dead state. Yeah, man. They're unfit. Hey, there's another one. There's another one that calls Esau a child too. It's Psalms. Psalms 104, I believe. That's only one of them. Yeah, Psalms 104, verse, or not, could be another one. Probably another one. I know there's one though. Strange children. Psalms 144. 144. Say it. Psalms 144, verse 11. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood. And they are strange children. And in verse 7, send thine hand from above, rid me and deliver me out of great waters, the flood, right? From the hand of strange children. Verse 8, whose mouth speaketh vanity. There you go, Khan. And the right hand is the right hand of falsehood. Kanak. And in Psalm 144, that's spiritual. Because the 144K are going to be delivered from the hand of these strange children. That's heavy right there by David, King David, the house of David. 144K. Going to be delivered from they that are younger than us. Because Esau, he ain't really the eldest. He's younger in spirit. And get that as well. Job chapter 30. But now they are younger than me, have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained, to set with the dogs of my flock. Because that's how they roll. How these devils do with dogs. Verse 2, yet whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. Verse 3, for want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former time desolate and waste. Verse 4, who cut up mallows by the bushes. So this was they was impoverished, but what they do, build up desolate places. But Yahweh Shem Yahushai is gonna throw down. They build on throw down. But hey, verse 5, they were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief. Parentheses, they are thieves. And thief cometh not, but to steal, kill, and destroy. Murder and destroy. Verse 6, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks. The cavemen, Neanderthals. Verse 7, among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. Verse 8, they were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. Verse 9, and now am I their song, yea, I am their byword. Verse 10, they abhor me, they flee far from me, and spare not to spit in my face. They hate us, they abhor us. They flee far from us, they don't want to be around us. Just like back then. Verse 11, because he loosed my cord and afflicted me, they have also let loose the bridle before me. And because he was going through hell, they also took advantage. He's living in the land of Uz. That's the land of Edom. Verse 12, upon my right hand raised the youth. They pushed away my feet, and they raised up against me the ways of their destruction. And think of some young, Edomites in general, but some young-ass Edomites. Some Proud Boy type Edomites. Verse 13, they mar my path, they set forward my calamity, they have no helper. And that's why they do it. They have no helper, they have no power that is on their side. They worship Satan, but Satan is not actually on their side. It's deceived, and the deceiver are his. Verse 14, they came upon me as a wide breaking in of waters, the flood, right? And the desolation, they rolled themselves upon me. They rolled on Job. Verse 15, terrors are turned upon me. They pursue my soul as the wind, and my welfare passeth the ways of cloud. They pursue Job. And they pursue our people. They hunt our people. Our oppressors, man. Our oppressors swifter than the eagle. Lines right up. Verse 16, and now my soul is poured out upon me. My days of affliction have taken a hold of me. And he was going through it, and now Esau was giving them more hell, which should be expected. No, I'm going to go to verse 29. I'm a brother to dragons and a companion to owls. So dragons, Esau, Edom. We could go into that. The great dragon, that old serpent. The red dragon, that old serpent, Esau. Owls, Also, we looked at it that way. Owl, bird of prey. Also, like eagles, a bird of prey. And also, it's an idol. Well, Moloch also is the owl. And they worship Moloch. Yeah, Bohemian Grove. And they push Moloch worship. That's Halloween. And verse 30, man. Hey, verse 30 just proves that, Job, who was a Levite, he was a Jake. He was a so-called black man. That's why his skin could turn even darker from being burned with heat. My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat. That proves that right there. There's no way getting around that. My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat. It's cut and dry. Oh, you're taking it out of context. Oh, it's because maybe he was dirty or something. Maybe he had dirt on his skin. No. Well, he mentions his bones are burned with heat along with that, so there's no getting around it. It is what it is. Whether you want it to be that way or not. But Esau is gonna be Esau, but whoever among Jake that don't believe, that so what if you don't believe? So what? I don't get that too. For what if some did not believe? For what if some did not believe? Doesn't matter. Romans 3, verse 3. You could believe that 2 plus 2 equals 5. Or does it make it true? You could believe many things. Believe any type of falsehood. Just pick one. That doesn't make it true. And shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect? Verse 4, Yahweh forbid. Let Yahweh be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified at thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. Yahweh forbid. Just because you have a scoffer, don't mean nothing. They can't see it, so they scoff. But the scoffers, even in that day, they're gonna have to recognize that something is up. Oh, they say Jesus see. Oh yeah, they call him that, and I'm like, bro, that's not even his name. And then worship a different devil. Yo, God, I do have to hide through. Owls are cooler than eagles. Eagles are just proud ass. Owls fucking kill rats and shit. And that's symbolic of Amalek. God, they do worship a different. They're through. They're through. Esau, there's no wisdom in that man. And the 2/3 too, that follow right along Esau. They follow Esau, aspire to be like him, just like during the Maccabean era. They want to be like those Greeks. Not disbelief, not believe won't make prophecy cease. Nah, you can't do nothing against the truth. Not even we can do anything, much less a scoffer. For we can do nothing against the truth before the truth. And that's 2 Corinthians 13, verse 8. Second Corinthians 13, verse 8. For we can do nothing against the truth before the truth. And believing, not believing, don't discredit others' faith by default. So why not believe? It's easier. Brothers put it. They're like Esau. Did Esau have faith? No, he sold his birthright. In the same way, 2/3 are like their father, the devil. That's why they sold Yahushua out. That's why they come against us. Well, I'm 44 where you're at. Ak. Kala Yahweh Shem Yahushai. For real. Oh, eagle's an actual bird. Look proud as fuck. That's why Esau is compared to an eagle. That's why Esau likes the eagle. Esau's favorite animal. You know. Obadiah tells you about that. Eagles, the actual bird, look proud as fuck. Yup. Like, gonna slap the fuck out of those eagles in zoos. The fuck you so proud for? Your wings are clipped, and your talon blunted, and your food is already killed. That's Esau. Esau is a proud devil. You know, even during slavery, he's gonna be proud. That's why we gonna fuck him up. He's gonna be proud, and he's gonna try to buck up against us. He's gonna be plotting on us and shit. Oh yeah, we're gonna overthrow those niggas this time. That's how Esau gonna be like. You know, in grunt language. Esau gonna be proud as fuck still. on the last day of the 1,000 years of hardcore slavery. Looking for that scripture talk about 2/3 being the children of these devils spiritually. Let me just be here. Yeah. Well, let them set the whole underground gangs for years. Just to destroy them over again. Con. Break it up. Infiltrate it. Well, we already know what they're going to be doing. We're just going to we're going to set them up. Yep. We're going to set them up each time. How are we being set up each time? We can read your mind, dumb. We can read your mind, stupid. Hey, we don't even need to send agent provocateurs or whatever, or have spies and shit. We could just read their minds. 2/3, this is what Yahushua has to say about 2/3. Ye serpent, 32, fill ye up then the measure of your fathers. I'll make a right that doesn't exist, convince Esau and the heathen they have a right to do it without question and take that shit away every time. Mind fuck them. Yahushua called hey, that's what they do to us. Esau do that to us. Oh, you have your freedom of speech, freedom to vote and choose your representatives, and your vote counts, it matters. Freedom to assembly, yada yada yada, freedom of privacy, which you don't have that. That's a lie. All these freedoms that we're supposed to have. Then Esau just violates them. So it's, it serves them right. Hey, 2/3, man, falling after Esau and shit, that's why they're getting destroyed. That's why they remain in the congregation of the dead. Put out the law book here on 144, 756 on section 33T. 144. 756 on section 33T. Dot, whatever that, them 2 dots, basically. Them, I don't know what the fuck they called, and then another one, and no. No. You ain't got the right. Just every time, man, every time. What? They gonna try to protest and shit. Try to riot. Send the pigs after them. Hey, man. Esau, even you heathens, you're gonna get fucked up for 1,000 years. Esau, you just threw. We must convince them we have no power at all. Just set their ass up. Have them have a Edomite Lives Matter rally. Edomites lives matter. Edomites lives matter. Grinding and shit. Having fucking makeshift, not even signs, they're just gonna be like this. Edomite lives matter. Holding fucking sticks and shit, I guess. I don't know. My phone is dying.